Mainstream historians have long claimed that the Great Pyramid of Giza was nothing more than a glorified tomb, built to honor Egyptian pharaohs and serve as their final resting place. It is often described as a symbolic monument, impressive in scale, but limited in function. Yet when we slow down and examine the structure carefully, that explanation begins to collapse. This channel exists to question stories most people never stop to examine. The Great Pyramid is the only surviving monument of the original 7 wonders of the world. Its construction displays an astonishing level of mathematical precision, symmetry, and engineering accuracy that remains difficult to replicate even with modern technology. Despite this, the official explanation insists that it was built for burial purposes. There is only one major problem with that claim. The Great Pyramid contains none of the defining characteristics of non-Egyptian tombs. There are no murals depicting the journey to the afterlife, no elaborate burial chambers filled with artifacts, no hieroglyphic inscriptions identifying the occupant, no sealed sarcophagus, and most importantly, no mummy has ever been found inside it. Instead, what we find are highly unusual architectural features and materials that serve no clear purpose in a funerary context. What we do find are materials that modern science recognizes for their electrical and conductive properties. Limestone, dolomite, granite, and copper-based components appear throughout the structure. These are not random stones. These are the same materials used today in electrical systems. This has led a growing number of researchers to ask a radical question. What if the Great Pyramid was never meant to be a tomb at all? What if it was a machine? To understand how radical this idea truly is, we must first appreciate the scale of effort involved in constructing the pyramids. Egypt alone contains more than 100 pyramidal structures, and that number does not include pyramids found in South America, China, or other parts of the world. Based on conservative estimates, building the Great Pyramid would have required at least 20,000 workers laboring continuously for over 20 years. That level of investment raises a critical question. What resting place for the dead could possibly justify such extraordinary effort, time, and precision? Even standing before the pyramid today, one cannot help but feel that this is an excessive amount of work for a single corpse. The assumption that ancient civilizations were primitive forces us to underestimate what they may have truly understood. But what if technological progress is not linear? What if advanced knowledge can be lost, buried, and rediscovered centuries later? We know that modern electrical technology is associated with figures like Thomas Edison and Nikola Tesla in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. However, there is evidence suggesting that electrical principles were understood far earlier than we are taught. In 1934, archaeologists in Iraq discovered a ceramic vessel containing a copper tube and an iron rod. When filled with an acidic liquid, this simple device generates an electrical charge. This artifact is known as the Baghdad battery, and it dates back nearly 2,000 years. Experiments using grape juice, vinegar, and lemon juice have repeatedly demonstrated that this device can produce measurable voltage. Despite this, many historians dismiss it as coincidence. Yet the existence of ancient gold-plated artifacts, which require electricity to manufacture, suggests otherwise. Energy generation does not require advanced machinery. It requires knowledge of chemistry, materials, and natural forces. Ancient civilizations clearly possess this knowledge. When we return to the Great Pyramid with this perspective, its internal design begins to look far less symbolic and far more functional. Angled shafts descend deep underground into areas that remain unexplored to this day. Massive stone doors weighing over 20 tons were engineered so precisely that they could be opened with minimal effort. No known Egyptian tomb was designed for repeated access. Originally, the pyramid was covered in polished white limestone casing stones. These stones reflected sunlight intensely, making the pyramid shine like a mirror in the desert. They also provided thermal insulation, sealing the internal environment. After a major earthquake in 1303, these casing stones were removed and reused elsewhere, leaving only the inner core visible today. Inside, dolomite lines certain surfaces. Dolomite increases electrical conductivity when subjected to pressure. Granite, used extensively in chambers and tunnels, contains high levels of quartz, crystal, and metal. Quartz exhibits piezoelectric properties, meaning it can generate electrical charge when subjected to stress or vibration. This is the same principle used in modern quartz watches. The granite chambers would have ionized the air within the structure, increasing conductivity. When pressure, vibration, and conductive materials interact, electrical energy can be generated. Atingtoti's underground water systems beneath the pyramid may have served as a natural catalyst. It has been shown that the Nile once flowed much closer to the Giza Plateau than it does today. Flowing water under pressure can generate piezoelectric energy when interacting with quartz-rich stone. Capillary action could have allowed water to travel upward through limestone, introducing stress and vibration throughout the structure. The result would be a self-sustaining energy system powered by natural forces. Just northwest of the Great Pyramid lies the Serapeum, a subterranean complex containing 20 massive granite boxers, each weighing over 100 tons. Egyptologists claim these were coffins for sacred bulls, yet their size, precision, and placement make this explanation highly questionable. From an engineering perspective, these boxers resemble energy storage containers, designed to maintain uninterrupted magnetic fields. One granite sarcophagus on display in a museum shows a crack and is believed to be unfinished. However, from an electrical standpoint, a crack would render such a container useless, forcing it to be abandoned. This raises serious questions about their true purpose. In 1993, an inaccessible chamber was discovered inside the Great Pyramid. Later explored in 2011 using robotic cameras, this space contained no mummy. Instead, it revealed copper components and symbolic markings resembling wiring diagrams. Copper is essential for electrical transmission, and enclosed conductive chambers can generate electromagnetic fields. These copper components later disappeared. Patterns like this are never isolated. The pyramid's geographic location may be just as important as its materials. It sits atop powerful telluric currents, natural electromagnetic flows within the Earth. Measurements around the pyramid show unusually high electromagnetic activity, comparable to that of an electrical storm. The structure is aligned precisely with true north and even exhibits an 8-sided geometry visible only from space. This brings us to Nikola Tesla. Tesla believed that the Earth itself could be used as a conductor for wireless electricity. In the late 19th century, he demonstrated wireless power transmission and claimed that electrical energy could be transmitted through the atmosphere using the planet's natural electromagnetic properties. His experiments at Wardenclyffe Tower reportedly lit up the sky, yet his work was confiscated after his death. Tesla died poor. His tower was destroyed. His notes were seized. When we compare Tesla's ideas to the pyramids, the materials, location, geometry, and electromagnetic anomalies, the similarities become difficult to ignore. Obelisks throughout Egypt may have acted as receivers. Ancient carvings such as the dendrolite depict objects strikingly similar to electrical devices. There is no evidence of soot from torches anywhere inside the pyramid, despite its vast internal network. Why would a tomb require such advanced materials? Precision engineering, deep underground tunnels, and electromagnetic alignment. The traditional explanation raises more questions than it answers. More researchers are now willing to consider the possibility that the Great Pyramid functioned as a compact energy generator and transmission system, capable of producing and distributing electrical power wirelessly. If true, this would fundamentally rewrite human history. It would mean that an ancient civilization understood energy, resonance, and planetary physics at a level we are only beginning to rediscover. If you are here for questions rather than easy answers, you are in the right place. Find the truth.